morning. It's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you all to my Swami, Chandrashekharananda. He has come from US here, but to us he is more of a Australian Swami than US Swami. He has been here with many years for the last 2 decades. And he has been a resident monk for Melbourne for about 2 years. And prior to that he has been in Sydney, and being based in Sydney he has been a regular visitor to Melbourne. So many of us here know him for the last 20 years at least. And of course, prior to that, he was in India, in Lucknow and in Belur Math. And he came over to Melbourne, to Sydney basically in 2001 or 2002, if I'm right? 2005. 2005. And since then, he has been in Sydney for many years. And later, he was posted to Melbourne to be the resident monk for about 2 years. In about 2015, he has been posted to US in the Portland ashram, and so he left here in 2015, and it's a pleasure that we are seeing him back here after so many years. So it's a great privilege to have him here, and thank you so much for coming here and being with us. Please address the gathering, please.
Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padpadme Tayoh Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Om Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Surai Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Dear brother Swami Sunishtananda ji and dear friends, as Suresh ji said that I am not new here, so it's my pleasure to be with you again, though for a very short time. But whatever it is really full of joy, full of bliss that I am here. I am able to visit again. As you know, it is not easy to travel. So with all the difficulties that I could make it, it's my pleasure, my opportunity. So I thank you all for your kindness. Now for today's Satsang, I was thinking what to speak on. So one mother suggested, why not Swamiji, you, or rather she wrote, please speak on mother. Mother is very dear to us, no doubt about it. But it's very difficult to talk because everybody knows, almost everyone knows her life story. So how to speak on that oft repeated topic? Though it is very nice, even we repeat the same thing over and over again. So I was thinking what to say. So I then thought, why not we take a little of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and also how we relate with Holy Mother's life. As we know, Swami Abhidananda ji said, Paramam Prakritim Abhayam Vardam. Prakritim Paramam Abhayam Vardam. So Mother is not ordinary person. The Divine Mother, Supreme Prakriti, manifested herself in this form. It's very difficult to conceive how it is possible. And then Swami Vivekananda also said, when he wrote to one of his Guru Bhai, that Dada, you have not understood the significance of Holy Mother's life. She is Janto Durga, living goddess Durga. And you'll gradually know about it. And also, Sri Ramakrishna used to say that she is my Shakti. She is not from ordinary rut. She is Jnanadayini. She is Saraswati herself. You see, these are luminaries who spoke about Mother, the real nature of Mother. Still, it is very difficult to conceive this. So, that first thing comes, what is, Swami Sri Ramakrishna talked about what is Brahma and Shakti. Brahman, he illustrated, it is like water, placid water, not moving. But when it is moving, he said it's like Shakti. And then another illustration Sri Ramakrishna gave. He said it is like snake. When it is moving, it is a snake. And when it is not moving, it is a snake. So Brahman and Shakti. When Brahman is creating, preserving, and also absorbing, so that is the manifestation of Divine Mother, Shakti. And when he's not doing anything, it is like illustration of Brahman, not creating, nor preserving, nor absorbing. So it is like in his own self. So Brahman and Shakti. Shakti and Brahman, these are not two. These are identical. But whatever we see outside, it is all expression of Divine Mother. So how we know about it? So in 7th chapter, Bhagavan says that first he starts with this, with a little introduction. He says, Maya Saktamana Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashraya Ashamshayam Samagram Mam Yatha Gyasasi Tatsrunu. So Bhagavan says that, O Partha, attaching your mind, how you would like to go ahead. Let me read the translation. That will be easier. Listen, O Partha, how, with your mind clinging to me and taking refuge in me and practicing yoga, you will, without any doubt, know me in full. So here, Yatha Jnasasi Tat Srinu, Ashamshayam, without any doubt, Samagram, in full, not half, not quarter. And how you will know? And actually we want to know that way. We want to know the full. We are not satisfied with half. And again, how we know? That Bhagavan indicates. And then he says, Jnanam teham savijnanam idam bhakshami asheshata. I am going to tell you without any residue, without any retaining a portion. I'll teach you in full this knowledge combined with realization. So it is not something which you cannot realize. You can realize it in your day-to-day life. Which being known, nothing more here remains to be known. It's a very tall claim. That if you can know this, then there will be nothing which is left behind, which is unknown. So after saying this, He says it's not simple, it's very intricate, and very few people know it. Though I am going to tell you, still the confusion will be there. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhai. In thousand and thousand, in maybe in many, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhai. Some tries to understand, some tries to know. And yatatam api siddhanam kaschit mam vetti tattvataha. That means very few. Those who will be striving, among them, very few will understand in reality. So, this is what he started with, the 7th chapter. And then what he says? He says something which is really profound and that gives the whole truth, not half truth. He says, whatever you see, these are 5, we all know. What are those? That bhumi, apaha, analaha, vayuhu, kham, mano, buddhi, revacha. So he says we have 24 cosmic principles. What are those? Pancha bhuta, kshiti, ap, tej, marut, bhum. Pancha bhuta, 5 elements. Whatever is solid, liquid, energy, gaseous, and ether. So everything is included in it. Then pancha prana, 5 pranas. Tadejati, tannejati. So prana, 5 prana. Prana, apana, samana, udana, vyana. And then 5 senses of knowledge. That we have eyes, ears, etc. Chakshu, karna, jivha, nasa, tvacha. So eyes, ears, and tongue for tasting, and skin, and also smelling organs. These are 5 organs by which we know this whole world. And 5 senses of action. 5 senses of action. What are those? Vak, pani, pada, payu, upastha. Vak means speech, hands, feet, and organs of evacuation and regeneration. So all these are, that makes 20. 5 into 4 is equal to 20. And mana, buddhi, chitta, ahamkar. Mind, intellect. Then chitta means the mind stuff, that means it contains mind, etc., whatever is there. And ego, this identification. So these are 24 cosmic principles. So here, when Bhagavan says 8, it is all included there. So what are those? Bhumi, rapaha, bhumihi, apaha, and then analaha, vayuhu, kham, manah, buddhi, evacha. And ahamkar iti amme. So intellect, mind, and ego. So it all includes there. And then what he says? Apareya mitastanyam prakritim vidhi me param. So these are apara prakriti. Apara means lower nature. Apara prakriti and para prakriti. Is it all theory? Not really. We also can think about it and we identify ourselves. See, a painter. So painter, when he is not doing anything, we can say like Brahman. It's not exact. It's not that. When there is no action at all, and then the painter wants to paint. So he's in creative mood, and then he collects the color and the media, whatever it is, and then he paints. So this whole painting that we see outside, this painting is containing these 5 elements. And this is apara prakriti. Apara prakriti means lower. So the painter collects all those. Okay, now let us take another example. Like a person wants to write a story. So he collects the ideas. So first he was not doing anything. Then he is in the mood of writing. Then he writes the, say, drama or story, whatever it is. So Brahman, and then in the mood, that is para prakriti and apara prakriti. This is like we are simplifying. Otherwise, philosophy will be tugged away from us and we won't understand anything. So this is the simplest way to understand. So Supreme Being that holds everything, then para prakriti when he is in the creating mood, and when he creates or writes whatever, even imagines. So that is apara prakriti. Apara prakriti. So here God creates, preserves and absorbs. Out of him, his own self he creates and then absorbs in his own self. It is he who is manifesting in so many forms. It is God who is manifesting in so many forms. So saying this, after that he goes further. Apariyamitasthanyam prakritim vidhi me param. So all these, he said, whatever is outside or whatever can be seen, observed, these are apara prakriti. And jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharyate. Apariyamitasthanyam prakritim vidhi me param. But there is my para prakriti, the creating mind, creating being. And who holds jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharyate jagat. So etat yonini bhutani sarvani iti upadharaya. Aham krishnasya jagatah prabhavah pralayasthatha. So this is my lower prakriti, but different from it, know, O mighty armed, my higher prakriti, the life element by which this universe is upheld. So para prakriti holds everything. So like conceiver of a story holds all the story. And then he translates those ideas into writing or painting, whatever. Know that these two are womb of all beings. I am the origin and also I am the origin and dissolution of the whole universe. So it is me and me alone in whom the whole universe is retained or it is reflected. So each individual also similarly can think about it. Your world starts, whatever you do, it is all comes out of you, and then you interact with it, and in the night it is absorbed in you when you go to sleep and in deep sleep. Now how to know this? Who is this? What is the catch point? So he further goes, just I am going through it. So etat yonini bhutani sarvani iti upadharaya aham krishnasya jagatah prabhava pralayasthatha. So this whole world comes out of us and then we absorb this in it. So this, then Bhagavan says, mattah parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. There is nothing other than me. Mai sarvamidam protam sutre maniganayo. Thus, the whole world is like threaded in one garland. Sutre maniganayo. Now, how to find it? So, what is that reality? So, it is we have to see the subtle portion of it. So Bhagavan says, I am the sapidity in water. Rasa aham apsu kaunteya prabhasmi, and radiance. So if I see water, we have to see the sapidity in it. And if we see sun and moon, we see the radiance in it. That is divine. And that is the gist of that existence. Similarly, pranavaha sarva vedeshu, and in all the Vedas it is pranava. Pranava means omkara. Sarva vedeshu. Shabdah khe paurusham neshu. And in the space it is sound. And it is paurusham. Paurusham means manliness in human being. It is not to denigrate, but paurusham here is manliness. Not to say it is manliness, humanliness, we can say. And then what is the point? Point is we have to see God in every being. So when we see radiance, we have to see it is the manifestation of God. When we see a courageous person, in that courage it is God who is manifesting. Similarly, when we see water, we must see the sapidity of it. Punya gandha prithibhyamcha tejas chasmi vibhavaso. So this fragrance, when you say soni gandha, so it is like when you go to countryside, you can have a fragrance of its own. So that is the manifestation of divine. Jivanam sarva bhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasisu. If someone is striving hard, know for certain I am there. Later Bhagavan will explain more. When Arjuna would request, say, please tell me more. I want to know more about your manifestations. So Bhagavan will tell later. And again, here, bijam mam sarva bhutanam vidhi parthasanam. It is like seed. So when we see the seed, it is the germinating power that manifests as the divine manifestation. And if you see a person is very intelligent, that means he is present there as intelligence. And if someone is very powerful, know for certain that that power also comes from me. Balam balavatam chaha kama rag vivarjitam. That means when you see power without any desire and attachment, know for certain it is me and me alone. So these are various manifestations of divine. What is the relationship with Holy Mother's life and this? That question comes. Is it only just for the sake of speaking? Not really. Because Holy Mother, as we have in the beginning said, Parama Prakriti, Prakritim Paramam. That's Supreme Being. So let us go back a little. One is objective world. We see the objective world. These are consisted, or these are made up of these. This is manifesting as the Apara Prakriti, not Supreme Prakriti. But that who conceives this is Para Prakriti, Supreme Prakriti. So Apara Prakriti and Para Prakriti. What is the third one? That is, in later Bhagavan would say in 15th chapter that Uttama Purusha. Uttama Purusha. It's not only related with God, we can also relate within ourselves. So this manifestation we find in similar term, we find in in other manifestation as Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita. That Devi who is manifesting as Shakti, power. And then Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Kshanti Rupena Sanstita. Kshanti means power of forgiving. That divine, that Devi who is manifesting in all being as power of forbearing, forgiving, the Kshanti Rupena Sanstita, Namastasya, 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 Namo Namo. In Chandi, all these are explicitly said. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lajja Rupena Sanstita, who is manifesting as bashfulness in all being. I offer my salutations, I offer my salutations, I offer my salutations. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shanti Rupena Sanstita, that divine being who is manifesting in all being as peace, peacefulness. I offer my salutations, I offer my salutations, I offer my salutations. And then Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Sanstita. Shraddha, faith, one-pointed devotion. So Mother is manifesting in all being as the one-pointed devotion, Shraddha Rupena. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kanti Rupena Sanstita, as a countenance, as wonderful personal glow. So Mother is manifesting in so many forms. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Sanstita, as the resources, as divine resources. Mother is present in all being. Daya Rupena Sanstita, Daya, compassion, as Mother is manifesting in all being as compassion. So, and finally, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matri Rupena Sanstita. In all being, Mother is present as Mother. So, that Supreme Prakriti is manifesting in all these and more. You can go through the Chandi, Sri Sri Chandi, you'll find more. And also in Bhagavad Gita, so many manifestations. Actually, we live in it all the time, but somehow we miss it. It's because of our ignorance, because of our non-alertness. We are not alert, that time we miss. Otherwise, we are interacting with divine all the time. Either we are interacting with Apara Prakriti or Para Prakriti, but all the time we are interacting with divine. So, Holy Mother, if we see her character, we can see all these, whatever I enumerated, as Mother, as Lakshmi, as one-pointed devotion, Shraddha, Shanti, peace, Kshanti, that means forgiving. Mother is forgiving. There are so many examples. Even once the crazy aunt, aunt, in America they say aunt. So crazy aunt even beat mother by a wood, but mother, rather what she did, she took some dust from her own feet and put on her head so that she is forgiven. So Shraddha Rupena, then Shanti Rupena Sanstita. And mother is full of power, though apparently she looks like very ordinary. Sri Ramakrishna would say that she is like Bhije Bedal, means wet cat. Wet cat, when the bristles are, it's all together, so it looks like small. but when it is dry, so it looks like ferocious. So that's an expression. It's not that mother is ferocious, mother is mother. So what I'm saying, that mother has all these qualities. And again, she is beyond all qualities. But this, is it manifested right from the beginning? If it is manifested, then it is not divine Leela. So Leela means like play. As a playwright knows that for any incident there should be a situation when a person is asking question and then another person answers. So same thing happened with mother. Apparently she did not know her real nature. Though when we read her life, we read that right from the beginning, when she was young girl, that time like her, another girl would come and help in her day-to-day life, even cutting the grass, etc. You have gone through all these incidents, so just I am mentioning. So right from childhood she knew what she was. But still, this is the play. That's why she feigns as it were she does not know. And later also we find that Ashtash Sakhis, 8 friends of her, would come and accompany to take her to take bath. So this, by this we understand that right from the beginning she knew what she was. But still we find an incident when she was going to Dakshineshwar after listening from people that her husband has gone mad or it's not normal. So she thought that it is better to go and serve him. So on the way, she fell ill. She was lying down and she was full of with fever. Then a girl came who was dark in complexion. So mother asked, "Where are you from?" So she said, "I am from Dakshineshwar." And mother said, "Oh, Dakshineshwar. I thought I would go there, see my husband and serve him, but laid down with fever on my way. I fear this may never come to pass." But that black complexioned girl told her, "Don't you worry. You will certainly go to Dakshineshwar and you will recover soon and see him. It is for you that I have been holding him there." So, as if mother did not know, and this girl tells her that she will go to Dakshineshwar, mother said, "Indeed, how are you related to us, my dear?" Then that black complexioned girl said, "I am your sister." So this incident happened, and after that her fever went off, and later she arrived at Dakshineshwar temple garden, and there Sri Ramakrishna received her, and even he said that, "Oh, you have come after so much, so late when my Mathur is not here." So Sri Ramakrishna's compassion and concern for her impressed her that he was not mad. So the point is here, as if she did not know her real nature. And Mother Bhavatarini comes to her to tell that I have kept Ramakrishna there. And it is for you that we have kept him there. It is for you. So what is the purpose? That we will see later. That Sri Ramakrishna, after going through the sadhana of 12 long years, he realized the Divine Mother. And after realizing what was left there, what was left, that what fulfillment Mother will bring, that is the question. So in the beginning, it was not very clear. So Sri Ramakrishna started teaching her from ordinary day-to-day activities to the highest. That means how one should meditate on God, what attitude one should retain, all these things. So, after certain time, then one day Sri Ramakrishna asks Mother, have you come here? Well, my dear, have you come to drag me down to the worldly level? Then Mother promptly replied, no, why should I drag you to worldly ways? I have come to help you in your chosen path. তোমার ইষ্ট পথে সাহায্য করতে এসেছি. So Sri Ramakrishna, who attained the divine experience, who attained Divine Mother, who realized his own self, what help a lady can provide, what help she can provide. So later, Sri Ramakrishna told her that is it only for me? Is it my responsibility to look after? It is yours also. So gradually Sri Ramakrishna introduced her to that for which she was brought there. First what he did, Sri Ramakrishna performed Soroshi Puja to invoke Divine Mother, that Paraprakriti. Sri Ramakrishna invoked Divine Mother in her person. And Sri Ramakrishna dedicated that power for the welfare of people. Sri Ramakrishna, after his sadhana, he realized that he is an incarnation of God. And it is for the welfare of people that his sadhana will be dedicated. And not only that, he will start an order by the will of the Divine Mother, which will be liberal and which will be Catholic in attitude. That means it will include all the faiths. That is why Sri Ramakrishna experienced all the paths, and later he also declared, as many faith, so many paths. After realizing this, then that should be imparted. But because of his frail health, he could not do physically. So once in Kashipur Garden House, when Holy Mother entered in Sri Ramakrishna's room, then Sri Ramakrishna was staring at her. Then Holy Mother asked, do you want to say something? You want to instruct something? Then Sri Ramakrishna told her that this Calcutta people, that means the worldly people, are like so many insects. So, is it won't you do anything for them? So Holy Mother said, "What can I do? I am a woman. What can I do?" No. What this has done, you will have to do more than that. So Sri Ramakrishna introduced her for this mission, and which was common mission for both of them. It's not that it is only Sri Ramakrishna that he had to do this. So this way, as Sri Ramakrishna would say that, nobody can teach except one gets that badge of authority. So Sri Ramakrishna himself introduces Holy Mother for this world mission, which was for both of them. It is a common responsibility. So here comes, Vidya and Avidya. Vidya Maya and Avidya Maya. So mother, as we have seen, she was raised as ordinary girl, but later the Divine Mother was invoked in her, depicting that she is not ordinary human being, rather she is here to help a mission which was mission of Sri Ramakrishna also. So Vidya Maya and Avidya Maya. Avidya Maya binds, whereas Vidya Maya releases us from bondages. So Divine Mother Sri Sharda Devi had a great responsibility and also a helpmate for the mission of Sri Ramakrishna. Later we find, as you all know, all these stories, that Brahmananda ji and Mahapurush Maharaj, Swami Shivananda ji, and other Swamis, when they did not get courage to impart initiation to some devotees, they would send those devotees to Jairam Bhati, to Holy Mother, and Mother would accept those. And later, Brahmananji and other, they would say that, oh, what a power, what a divine power that we see, that what poison we cannot absorb, Holy Mother is taking playfully. Though it took toll of her health also, but she accepted all, because as she used to tell, that I am the mother of wicked as well as mother of good. Shateroma or Shataroma. So mother accepts all, irrespective of our qualities or our faults and foibles. And mother is not ordinary, as we know that story when Swami Vivekananda wanted to sell the property that he bought for Belur Math. And when she came to know about it, then Swami Vivekananda was asked to meet mother, and when Swamiji went to see her, mother said, "How can you sell? You have already dedicated that to us, therefore you cannot sell." And Swamiji had to admit that yes, he has no right, he had no right to sell that property. So this way, and then mother told that not that I know that you are my children who can forbear the difficulties in the world, but my later children will not be able to do so. Therefore, it is for them that we should keep this Belur Math. So even the stalwart like Swami Vivekananda, world-known Swami Vivekananda was submissive to mother. It is not an ordinary person. It cannot be. It is supreme power, Parama Prakriti, that manifested in that form. So, and she is present in all being. Even within us, we have all these divine qualities. Only we need to cultivate these qualities. So, another thing Sri Ramakrishna imparted to mother. As you know this story, that once mother took Sri Ramakrishna's food inside, and while going, Sri Ramakrishna told her that please close the door. He thought it was Lakshmi Didi, so he said in lower term, like tui, bando kore diye jas. That means lower. When Sri Ramakrishna realized that it was not Lakshmi Didi, it was Holy Mother, then he was very sorry. He went to Nahabat and asked her forgiveness. So Sri Ramakrishna was very mindful about Holy Mother's prestige, and he knew that how high she is. So always Sri Ramakrishna used to honor her. But except one time. What happened? Balaram's wife was ill. And Sri Ramakrishna said that go and meet her. So mother was very bashful, and she thought, how can I go? Because there is no conveyance. So she told that to Sri Ramakrishna. And Sri Ramakrishna said, what of that? Amar Balaramer Sangsar bhije jacche. That means my Balaram's household is getting destroyed, and you cannot go there. So Sri Ramakrishna scolded at least once. It is to show that how dear the devotees are for Sri Ramakrishna. So to teach this, that all the devotees are our own, Sri Ramakrishna taught her this teaching. So not only Sri Ramakrishna taught her the day-to-day the things of the world that is essential for living, but how to interact. And that's why we find her compassion gradually grows and grows, and it never stops. Later we find that she transcends all barriers. Gondi Bhangama, that means all barriers are broken. When somebody comes to her, she would immediately grant that desire. So that incident also is known to you, when Sri Ramakrishna complained, why you sent food with that lady? Because that lady had some questionable character. Then Sri Ramakrishna said not to send with her again. And then mother told Sri Ramakrishna that if someone comes to me and asks anything with this request, oh mother, please do this, I cannot say no. So this is because of her divine, the manifestation of divinity as mother was so prevalent that it did not stop anything. Once it happened that Sri Ramakrishna complained, it is too much of expenses that you are incurring, because mother would give some fruits or sweets to people. So Sri Ramakrishna complained to her. Mother said nothing. She turned and went away. And Sri Ramakrishna, like a master, he has, Ore Ramlala, Ramnelo. So Ramlal, go and pacify her, your aunt. Because otherwise, if she is angry, then nobody can go beyond. That means even I have some limitation, Sri Ramakrishna would tell. So what is the point? Point is when somebody approached mother saying, "Oh mother, please give me this." So mother cannot say no to that person. So this is manifestation of mother. Let us recount what we have said. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstata. So our goal of today's talk is to feel the presence of mother in all manifestations. Whenever we see somebody is compassionate, know for certain it is the divine manifestation of power, the Shakti. When we see somebody is forgiving, then we must know that it is the Divine Mother who is forgiving. And why should not we also forgive? Many times you will find somebody commits some mistake and we are angry. Why not we also forgive? Because that is divine. That way we can inculcate those qualities in us. Then Lajja. Lajja means bashfulness. Not that one should be like Holy Mother used to keep that veil. But nowadays, whatever is some decorum should be there. Let us cultivate those things. That's very important in our life. Then peace. Peace in our family. Peace in our neighborhood. So much of turmoil. So why not we initiate this? That we cultivate that peace within us. Then one-pointed devotion, Shraddha Rupena Sanstita. Let us also cultivate that Shraddha. So this way we can cultivate the presence of Divine Mother in our day-to-day activities. Then the countenance and all the resources. Compassion. Let us have compassion like Mother. And forbearance and same-sightedness. These are not ordinary things. Like people cannot understand this. Somebody asked me, you have left your home and hearth. What have you achieved? What have you achieved? So when Sri Ramakrishna went to Vidyasagar, so Sri Ramakrishna said, we have come to see you. So he said, okay. Sri Ramakrishna said, you are Vidyasagar, the ocean of Vidya. Then Vidyasagar said, okay, you take some salty water. He said, no, tumi Vidyasagar. You are not Avidyasagar. You are not the ocean of Avidya. And you have not grown two horns and long tail. This cultivation of higher qualities are very rare. If you go to the world, you'll find people are fighting with each other for trifle. So in this world, Holy Mother came to teach all these divine qualities. And for us, we can approach her, whatever we like. And she's ready to give us whatever we like. But it is better to ask what is divine. It is not that we ask for, say, cucumber or some gourd from the emperor, as Sri Ramakrishna would say. We are to ask higher qualities or higher values of life. And this way, we can practice her presence in our lives. So, Holy Mother's life is very important and we should inculcate her qualities in our lives. So, on this occasion, let us pray to her that she should bless us with the divine qualities and also divine attributes for our own good. Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayoh Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu.